Hello, fellow Vikings. It's Ghosty Viking. Now, not homeless. It has been rebuilt. Yeah, this took hours. Hours. However, it was fun. Some parts were kind of daunting. That it's kind of, well, you know, you get tired after building a bunch of stuff. So, you know, I just took it piece by piece. And what I did to keep my sanity was I would do videos and then delete them, because as I explain stuff, I go, oh yeah, I gotta do this. Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Oh yeah, I gotta do this. So I delete the video and do it. So that was kind of how I motivated myself, because I wanted to do a final video of the rebuild after the crash. So I think there's something that, a little PSA I wanted to get out there for anybody who's watching this in the future. If you have a crash, or you start Valheim. Okay, so what happened with me is the game crashed. Could have been because I was, you know, compiling a video and I clicked something and there was a conflict of something and it you know, created a crash. It is an alpha game. You know, they're probably not looking at every little thing. I don't even know if they have crash reports. I know Satisfactory does. But anyway, so I went to restart Valheim after it crashed, and it was, you know, synchronizing cloud, and this window was stuck open. So I closed that and I started up the game, and I can't remember exactly what happened, but that's when I had the wipe, the world wipe. Now, it happened to me again when I was trying to, it didn't crash, but I closed the game out and went back in, and then for some reason I had this synchronizing cloud BS again. Well, I closed, I don't know if I closed that, but I went into Steam and I go, well, what's going on with this? So I tried to start it from Steam at that point, and it's bugging me. So there's a box within Steam that says, had an issue synchronizing with the cloud. Do you want to play anyway? If you select yes, there's something, you know, a little sentence. If you select yes, you could lose all your progress. Okay, thanks for telling me, you know. So I clicked no, and I went and pressed play from within Steam because it was open and everything was fine. But I think what I did was I pressed go ahead anyway. If I did it through Steam, which I can't remember, it's been hours and hours since that's happened. So, but anyway, if you have a problem with if you're using cloud saves, first of all, turn off cloud saves. The Discord, the Valheim Discord, everybody is like, screw, yeah, don't do this, the cloud. Don't do it. The only thing about the cloud that you may want it is if you want to play on a different PC. You know, so you can install Valheim or any game that uses the cloud. You can go onto that PC and do whatever you want to do in the game, and then go back on your other PC and rinse and repeat. So that save is always synchronized between, you know, it's always in one spot. So you don't have to take the game off of one computer and put it onto another physically, you know, with a jump drive or whatever, or USB, or through the network, you know, home network. That's the only benefit of the cloud. But if I'm playing on one computer, I don't need the cloud. Screw you. So I turn the cloud off. I just go local. I hope that fixes the problem. Anyway, that's my PSA. Just be careful. If you have a problem with the synchronizing of the cloud, click no, and then try again in a few minutes, and hopefully it fixes itself in that case. All right, let's go over the build. So it's wider by one tile on each side. I figure if I had to do a rebuild because of some BS with the cloud, and not my fault, you know, I was just exiting. I was doing other things, and the game was just sitting there. I was playing the game and I was rendering a video. That's not out of the ordinary. You know, I've done that before. So anyway, I went a little wider on each side because I wanted more room. But as you can see, it's got the, you know, same kind of front character. I I do have to get more character art, maybe some banners and stuff to break up the monotony here, because it all looks the same. This roof I think is too big. I think I went one too many 23 degrees roofing on either side, so it was wider. But it looks good anyway. I like it. It looks really good. I might put some character on top of that roof, kind of, you know, bump out and do a little kind of dormer look to it. Give the roof character and then do some character in the front. But I'm not going to worry about it right now because I want to get back to the silver, you know, getting that silver. Okay, so let's go around this side here. I didn't do the extra roof work on this side either. You know, it's not important right now. But I wanted to get that in. I do have the windows in, kind of, sort of, where they were. Yeah, but I don't have this thing here, which would be nice to break it up a little bit, you know. On this side, it's a little different design. I have more posts, which is fine. The stairway's the same. Everything's the same, though. I tried doing some farming here, but this damn neck keeps spawning here. These necks keep spawning over here, and they're messing with my crops. So I think I might have to put some fence posts or something around here to keep them from respawning, because from what I understand, player-placed entities keep the respawns from happening. So that's all good. And this is the bees are back. Oh, I was playing around with this thing. The obliterator. Long story short, you put items in, and then you pull the handle, and it deletes them from the world. So you don't have to run console commands to get rid of items, which I'll show you how to do that. Now, the bees are happy because they have this sunlight. For some reason, the roof, they're able to get sun all the time from here, I guess. I don't know how it's working. Okay, so one thing about the obliterator, you don't put, I experimented with this, it will damage anything it's near. It'll actually take out your whole wall. If you have this anywhere inside near your buildings and stuff, it will damage them, because a big bolt of lightning from Odin comes down, which I'll show you. We'll put this honey in here. Now you have to have an item in here. Then you pull the lever. Oops, E. And then watch this thing. Bam! Now, did you see the... So now all this stuff is damaged a little bit, see? So it damages anything it's setting on or around. I was like, oh my god. Even that got damaged, wow. So yeah, so don't put your obliterator in your house. Or anywhere near something that's buildable. I had it over here. I was playing around with it, and I had it over here. I had a temporary house over here that I was using until I got the roof on this thing. And I had the obliterator nearby, and it took out, I had it right up next to the house, and it took out all the wood and that it was nearby. I was like, oh gosh. Here's the kitchen area. It's a lot neater and better because I was able to spend the time kind of working with what we have now. I cheated in all the stuff that I thought I had as far as food, raw food, but I still have yet to do the food items that I cooked, and I have to look at a video for that. So that's one thing that I have to look at, and I got to do the potions. That's the last thing I got to cheat in. The fermenters aren't here. Now, if you notice, I don't have these posts. Used to be coming down the middle or side or something. I don't have them here because I got a different plan with those, which I was going to do before the game crashed on me. I got to respawn the food items in here too. But everything is back. In fact, check it out. This thing fit right up against this post, our little spice rack. And the butcher's table fit right next to the cauldron. So I could move the cauldron over, be closer to these two items, but they connect. So we're all good there. Got our cooking stations and all that back. I redid these windows. They're a little bit different because the cooking area wasn't here. until after, and I had these windows in. Like this one here was over there, and it didn't make sense to have that big ass window there, so I pulled it out and redid it. I got sconces in. This is much better. I redid it, went, you know, front to back, and labeled it up, cheated all the items in that I looked at. I remember a lot of what I had here, so I just cheated everything in and put them back in the cases, and we're all good there. A lot more room now for the forge and the tool bench, or whatever the hell this thing's called. So it's a lot nicer, and it's more open. I'm very happy with it. A lot of room here for things. I could put the banners back up. Same design going up here, but since I allowed for more room here, I added a tile to the back, and that's where, you know, kind of, you know, added more space. So I'm going to reconfigure this when I get more time, you know, in between whatever I'm doing. So I'm going to move all this back and space it out, but it's primarily back the way it was. And I got more room here for the landing and all that. The only thing that I did differently here, I think I went up too high. Because if I go in, let's pick, I don't think I can, oh, here, I could build this. You see how it's orange and red? I think I went too high on the building. Because this is, now what's weird is, look at this. Why is that blue, but that's red? So there's something structurally wrong here. It is grounded. The bottom is in the ground. And I built upon that. And we're green, but then we go yellow, and then it's orange or red. See, that's red there. So I think I went up too high and also too far over. So I think this was closer. I think I went maybe over one section closer to our, you know, overlook here. So, you know, I'm not going to fret it. I'm not going to sweat it. These are all red, which really befuddles me because these are iron. So there is something structurally going on here. But I did the best I could and, you know, all that. So it is what it is. The banners have to go back up, and I'm not worried about that. But everything is back here. We're at comfort 13 now. We'll go here. Knock this out here. Oh, one thing I got to do is dev commands. And that's true. And I got to go TOD 0.5 because it's dark. Now, 0.5, if you do TOD 0.5, not only does it set it to noon in game, but it stops the progression of time completely. So your days will not increment, which is fine with me right now because I was building and stuff. So, oh, I put our first trophy up, a boar. And I think there's a neck that's really mad out here because when I put that up there, the neck got really pissed off about it. And I was like, oh boy. So I still have to do the armor here. That's not important. If I get killed in the mountains, I'll just cheat in the armor that I had already built and put it in, you know, and all that. I got the 2 iron cases here, which I had before the crash and all that. But yeah, a little bit different design. No big deal. I think I had a center post, and then and it wasn't working. So I went with the roof. Yeah, see, I was having issues here with this again. Now I did do the iron cross members, you know, and it fixed it. So I did a little different stuff here just to get it done, you know. But this is going to be our mead hall. So here you can see we have our fermenters up here, and I'm going to make a mead hall up here. That was the last thing I was going to do, and then move to the dock, make a proper dock for the castle. So this is all done. Got the stairway back to normal and all this. I don't know if that roof line was like this or not. This might be bigger, but I think this was exposed wood and all that. But if I went with core wood, I don't think this would happen because core wood's stronger. All right, we'll go down here. Same kind of setup here. I gotta fix that. And I got the gates in. I have powers, so we can go and reset our powers, you know, and get different ones. I got the swamp back. I have a mountain one, which I have to put in yet. That's going to be where I'm mining up top there. And then I call this farm. So we'll do that in a second. And then I've got modder. So modder is going to be up in the mountain so I can get back and forth a little quicker if I get killed or, you know, something happens. It's going to be off further away from where the boss summoning is. So the mountain one is going to be for going back and forth to different mountain biomes if I need to. And then the modder one is going to be our current boss. I didn't do a bone mass. I didn't replace the bone mass one yet. So I don't think I'm going to do that either. I'll show you what I'm going to do with the farm going forward. I don't know if I explained it, but yeah, I tried doing the farming here. And yeah, these necks keep coming in. And I'm just like, I'm not going to deal with this crap. So I'll probably put trees here as opposed to food. And we'll go to the farming area and I'll show you what I'm going to do there. Here's the undercroft. We'll go ahead and open up this so you can get the idea of going in, you know, and all that. So I dug it one layer deeper and just to accommodate for 2 stairways here, because we don't have half stairs. We only have the full stairway, which is equal to 1 block, as you can see. So I went ahead and put the 2 smelters and the charcoal kilns in. Redid the storage. I got more room, and I'm hoping to have more venting space, so we'll see how this works. I've got, oh my gosh, these are back. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see how the venting goes. I did put the venting holes there just to help. Hopefully it does it. I cheated in the items that I thought I had, you know, from prior. I know I had a lot of iron because I went to the swamp and got a ton of iron. I didn't have a lot of silver. That's why I had to go back out, you know. And then tin. I didn't have much tin. I only had a little bit of tin. So I figure I had about 90. It was probably a little less than 90, but I'm like, hey, screw it. I'm just going to do 3 stacks. So, yeah, so hopefully this will work. Oh, I cheated in. I had a full thing of coal that I cheated in, and then I filled these up as well because I had all that done, you know. So, that's it. We're rebuilt. Better than ever, and I'm really digging it. It's fun. I had a fun doing it. It's some things I was like not looking forward to, like the roof, you know, because the roof is like a structural nightmare at times, you know. Okay, let's go to the farm, and I'll just do a quick preview of what I'm going to do here. Okay, we're over here. So I got the gate up here. This is where our boar family was before it got attacked by trolls. And we used to be down there. That's where our original castle, or our original base, well, we took that little thing and used it for a base for a little while. And then I built the bigger house overlooking that water line there, that little water kind of cut in there. And then the farm was over here, further out. Like, I think these trees weren't here before. So it was around here. So what I'm going to do is just do it up here because it's already flat. And I can get the flattening tool and just go to town here. It's going to be more work, but I'm not worried about it right now. I mainly just want to get the silver, and we're going to get back to the modder boss and get him taken care of. So I had to clear rocks and flatten and all that. So not done here, but it's not important to do it right this second. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here. I'm thinking about doing a tutorial on the console commands. I don't want to go through them in this video. It would just be too long. We'll close these doors. So I got a couple little things to do, not much. Just got to respawn the food that I had, and I'm gonna go put that mountain gate in over. Well, I'm gonna do the gates on that island that we're over here on. So I'll go get silver. The base here is no longer because, you know, the world wiped. So I have a gate here. And I'm going to call that MN. I'm going to call, that's called Mater right now. So what I'm going to do is rename that MNTN. But I'm going to pull it up. Well, no, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to call that MNTN. Then I'm going to put, I'm going to rename it. And then I'm going to put MODR gate, you know, for this guy here. MODR Mater. So I'll use that gate to go back and forth with, you know, crap and to repair back at home. Over there. Yeah. So I'll use the Mater gate to run back and forth. But I'll leave the Mater gate up here just because I might want to come back and try and resummon him. I don't think we can resummon him from the same altar. I think we have to find a different altar, but I could be wrong about that because I had trouble and I wasn't able to resummon a boss from the altar that I had already beaten him at. That was in a prior way back though. So I'll go get some silver, set those gates up, and then when we come back in episode 43, it'll be we'll upgrade our armor and hopefully take on Mater. So I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the base tour, the castle tour. I had a blast. Like I said, I had a blast building this, and the only the tedious part is the integrity, structural integrity part. I think it's kind of a little bit too strict at times, especially for roofs. You know, if you put a piece of damn wood in like this, you know, like here, you know, it works for this, but then it doesn't work for over there. It's like, what the hell is going on here? But I think you have to have a post going straight down into the earth to, you know, to support roof lines, like especially like this big roof like this, you know. So I don't know. We'll keep playing with it. We'll keep trying to learn. Fun game. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, Vikings.